guys, it's Becky. I am back with another process video. Today I am going to be using a lot of paper that is from an old Scraptastic club. That one was Lawn Fawn and it was newish. It's a watercolor paper. They came out with this line with watercolors. So fabulous. I did get my hands on a couple of pieces of that. Right here is the Scraptastic club paper, which I am going to be using. I am going to use just a little bit of this yellow cardstock. Actually, most of the layout is this little yellow piece of cardstock, so I guess I wouldn't say little, huh? But I'm going to use this as a strip. I'm going to use that Scraptastic club paper as a strip, and then that Fancy Pants paper, I'm going to do a strip right down the center. These are really cute. Now, like I said in previous videos, I've been going through my older stash because I'm no longer subscribed to a kit club as of right now. So I've been looking through older stuff, just reincorporating it, trying to get it used up. And this just happened to work out. I don't know that this Fancy Pants paper was in this kit originally. I'm not sure. Now, as you can see, it was a little bit bigger than 12 by 12, so I went ahead and trimmed it down a little bit. I am going to put that strip right there in the center. This Fancy Pants paper wasn't quite long enough, so I go ahead and just snip that and, do it edge to edge. And I am going to cover up the, it's just a really small gap. I'm going to cover it up with a photo. I'm going to stick it down right here. So guys, I don't really have a whole lot to talk about today. I hope you guys are having a good summer. It seems to be going by a little too fast for me right now. Here I used my Tim Holtz tag die and cut out a whole bunch of tags, and I also put reinforcers on them, which is what I was just now doing because they're tags. I am still obsessed with tags. I do not know what my problem is. Is this phase for me going to pass? I have no idea. Right here I use some of these glassine bags. These I found in my Scraptastic stuff, and I'm going to use them to hold my tags. On the back of my tags is going to be my smoochy journaling that no one wants to read because they might be sick on themselves. I am going to put a little tab on either photo. That photo of Jim, there's people in the background, so I'm going to use that pink one right there. I use my tiny attacher to staple those on. I don't actually think I do that on camera, but I'm not sure. But that is how my tags are going to, or my tabs are going to be adhered, is with the tiny attacher. Right here I pulled out all these wood veneer. They're also mostly came in a Scraptastic kit. I use Hello Sunny Days, also that sun. The one on the left photo says So Much Fun, and I needed to tie something down at the bottom, so I pulled out a piece that says Dream. Originally I had those glasses down there, but I went ahead and moved them up under that, or on that center tag under Sunny Days. Right here are some stickers that came with the Scraptastic kit. The stickers that Scraptastic used to have are super thin, so I just put them on some white cardstock and trim them out because I love fussy cutting. It's my thing. I don't know why, I just love to do that. In fact, Jim and I went shopping yesterday, and I got a few things. There were some paper pads and stuff, and I bought another pair of small precision scissors just so I could cut the paper on the way home in the car. What in the world? Who does that? Let me spend another $7 so I can cut on the way home. That's insane. That's me. I'm that person. So up there at the top, I'm going to have a strip that says Live in the Sunshine. Right here, I'm trying to line these up exactly how I think I might want them. I'm going to clear them all off and take it underneath my sewing machine. I am going to sew around these glassine bags. Now, I am not going to sew around the flat portion of them. Flap portion. Just the square bottom parts. Right there. This right here is where my T-square failed me again. It looked crooked, so I had to pull it off and do it by eye. I don't know why I pulled that one off. I do put it back on because I do sew around it. I do just put down washi tape on top of the threads that are in the back. This is what the stitching looks like. I stitched it around the border, up and down that center strip, and then also around the glassine bags. And I'm putting everything back where it was. Okay, so I pulled out my glossy accents. That is what I'm going to use to stick down this wood veneer. And I think when I was off screen, I was taking a needle and sticking it in the top. It gets clogged up sometimes. I have a needle washi tape to the side of my glossy accents, and it works fine. It's perfectly fine. Going to go ahead and commit to my photo placement right here. These are photos of me and Jim when we went on our 1-year anniversary. We went to Cancun, and that is what these photos are of. And it's kind of funny because we've only been married a couple years, but Jim and I have been together for like 527 years, but we just now got married. So it's funny, right? I don't know, it's kind of weird. Alright, so I went ahead and stuck a tag in over to the left, and I'm going to put that wood veneer down on top of it. It says So Much Fun. Now, I did use these Zots because I put them over a staple, and I didn't know how it would hold. I think in the end, I end up pulling it back up and putting it back down with glossy accents. I do put a tag right here down at the bottom, and that is where I'm going to stamp my date. But I also want to, here's where I pulled that up, because I played around with moving it over to the side, because I put a flare down there at the bottom right, and there's gold on it, and I wasn't sure about that being the only piece that had gold on it. I end up going with it. I think I'm going to go back and color the staples with my gold Signo pen, but pretty much that's going to be the only gold. Right here is where I'm stamping my date with that Stays On ink. I am going to keep that flare there even though it has gold. I don't care. And that Dream wood veneer goes right there too. I also tied in the wood veneer up there at the top left with this little wood veneer star, gluing it down right here. Alright, so I'm going to put some twine through all my tags. I have 5 tags on this. 5 tags! Seriously. Am I going to ever stop with the tags? I don't know. I'm sorry if you're sick of tags. I'm not sick of them yet. I love them. They're my favorite things ever. Love tags. So I am using crochet thread to put through those. Maybe someday I will get some real true twine. I'm not sure. I have this a big ginormous, actually I have 2 big ginormous rolls of crochet thread. One is an off-white and one is a white. Okay, right here I'm showing you some Amy Tangerine enamel hearts and these 7 paper enamel shapes. I am going to use several of the hearts around the page. And also I am going to use several of the stars. I do use this little EK Success, what's that called? Tweezer tool, just to kind of put them in place because I might have had a nail biting issue lately again. So I kind of need those to move those into place. I need the tool to move the enamel shapes into place. Alright, after I get done messing around with all these enamel shapes, I use several stars, dots, and hearts. After I do that, I don't do anything else to the layout. So that's it. Guys, I want to thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate it. And I've had a lot of really fabulous comments. And I always respond to my comments. But I really want to tell the people who commented, thank you so much. I really, really, really appreciated it. Y'all make my day. And guys, I will see you next time. Bye, guys.